5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back to the game it is then.
Well, let's draw back up.
Yeah, everyone draw back up, and then it's back to Sheriff ShadowFox.
How many things are you going to try and sneak past with this time? It's 2 rounds around the table, isn't it? And then
Yes, it is.
And then officially it's endgame, yeah. So we'll probably fit 2 games in. Who's first to market then, sir?
First to market, it was Nabal first last time, so it's going to be yourself, Earthart, this time.
Okay then.
Enjoy your free reign.
Let's get rid of this filthy cheese, filthy bread.
No, not the bread.
And then filthy pepper.
Yep.
And filthy mead.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to draw 4 blind.
Fancy taking them apples. All right, Vija. Have another crack at that market.
I have rather unfortunately come into a rather large quantity of contraband, which I'd like to dispose of.
Okay, yeah, you taken away some mead and some silk and some more mead.
More mead.
And,
so I will blind draw 3.
Tibble,
Yes, good sir.
it's your turn.
I say, you say. In which case, I'm going to get rid of this chicken. I'm going to get rid of this mead. Then I'm going to go...
Nope.
Got that chicken underneath the mead.
Make sure it goes in the right order, and get rid of that silk as well.
Silk. Yeah, get rid of this other silk.
You guys also... Wow, you had a very red hand.
Shit.
I did have a very red hand.
It's flipped over. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And I shall pick out 4 from the deck.
Many blind picks today. That's understandable. Have a nice day. Right, well, the sheriff will decide on if you've been naughty or nice as soon as Debal has finished
Yes.
deciding how much he can get away with.
I've got like 2 pairs. This is the problem. I don't know which one do I want.
Pair of contraband.
Yeah, it's like, come.
Because I like, which one do I want to just get 2 in now and one stockpile up later, like you do with your bready bread, sir?
Yes.
How you
bready
do
bread
that twice in a row? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, nine bread in 2 turns. That's
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
my mark. So none of you better have any bread in those bags, which I think are ready to go.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's continue going in the same order you went to market. Earth,
3 chickens.
chickens, Vija.
3 bread, sir.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, Nibal,
2 cheese. I'm staying out of the bread game. It's not worth it.
2 cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm already distrustful of Vija, but I checked him first time round, and he was.
And you can
Live.
check me again, sir.
I don't like Vija. I don't like him. He's too inviting.
This is the problem. You've got Vijay who's like, he's goading me, and then you've got Nabal who's somehow goading you, but silently.
Yeah. I'm
How am I doing it? I would love to know how I'm doing that silent.
years of
We know how you
mistrust.
Oh dear.
Earth has been an honest businessman, and I'm willing to let that continue.
Fair enough.
Yes, Earth may pass through.
Is that a definite?
Yes.
Or it should be 3 pieces of contraband, sir. What should it be?
Nope.
No, he's no. Okay,
Not
a
quite
single
contraband.
an apple with the chicken. Okay, I don't feel too bad.
I mean, I would have voted 2 coin. It's not that
I
big.
mean,
a risk.
yeah, no. But yeah, he's still honest. He's still making an honest coin for himself. Now,
I'm staying out of this one.
yeah.
Only bread, sir.
I know.
Please check.
You know what? You know what?
Voting.
I'm checking. It's a bread. It's a bread. Ah! It's a silk.
You owe the chef 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And contraband goes into whichever discard pile you would like.
We'll throw it back on top of the silk.
And
So he gets to
what's about
keep
bread?
the bread.
He does keep the bread because he was honest about
But
that.
he does have to
but-
pay the price of 8 gold.
No, 4 gold.
4 gold.
4 gold.
even.
Oh, God.
Oh, if you give me the 5, I can give you 1. You can give me 4.
I'll give you 5.
Someone has
Oh,
ice cream outside as well.
That's me. Yeah, trust me. You're
I'm
gonna hit-
annoyed at that. The first
Hang
time I
on.
lie at it, it's like, fudge.
It's because you got 2 shots. And in the ball, could they be double contraband? Is he predicting? Is he expecting? It's me. He expects me to check,
okay.
so I'm not.
Very well, sir. And my first
Oh,
egg
God.
is cheese.
That
Like I
one's a
said it
cheese.
was.
That one.
And my next one. You fool!
Contraband.
Yeah.
He sneaks and he does a little. He does a little cheating, just a little, not much.
Just a little nipple.
Just a
The
little.
quadruple cross.
Also, I'm just going to close the top of my window just to make sure that ice cream is a little less quiet from now on. 2 seconds.
That's all good. Oh yeah, I should probably draw back up.
There we go. No doubt he will still be audible, but less so.
That's all good. Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy. Right.
Sheriff Nabal.
Mr. Vija, you first.
Well, I will take this opportunity to dispose of this pepper and this pepper.
Oh, double pepper.
And then I will draw 2.
Mr. Earth.
I will also be disposing of this pepper.
This pepper.
This pepper.
We really
It's
don't
a-
like our
it-
spices.
This
Yeah,
crossbow.
Crossbow.
Well,
Oh, wow.
Spices are illegal. And this crossbow.
This is why.
Ice flow.
And then
this
I'm
is
drawing 4 and hoping I get something.
like this is why people make fun of our cuisine.
Yeah.
Pepper is silly.
Right, Mr. John. Then, would you like to finish out your trading?
Sure. We'll play Snap. We'll put a crossbow on the crossbow, and we'll put a pepper on the pepper.
Lots of crossbows and peppers
And
there.
a mead on the crossbow.
And we'll throw some meat on as well. And we'll
Yeah.
Seems like a
find-
dangerous combination. Mead and
It does.
crossbows.
We'll throw on bunch. Oh yes, the bread cometh.
Oh, someone flipped the whole deck.
The whole deck.
We know there's meat on the bottom.
They flipped
That means
the
nothing.
pool.
No, I don't think we're going to get to the bottom of the deck.
I'd be shocked if we
Easily.
did.
If we did, that would be amazing.
Has everyone packed their bags?
My bags are packed and ready for
Everyone packed?
inspection.
Okay then. All right. Would you like to go off first? What have you got?
2 chicken.
2 chickens for you. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
John, what do you have in your bag, sir?
It's 3. Would you believe it's bread?
No, not at all.
Here's the thing: he got 2 large stacks of bread in a row. He did. I'm inclined to believe he's pulling off bread magic again.
Mm.
God, it reminds me of there's a someone submitted a custom D&D class, which was a garlic bread priest who could magically conjure garlic bread for people.
Hey, great against vampires.
Can I next
Declare?
game? I am going to be a garlic bread priest.
We'll see.
And what do you have there, Mr. Vija? What do you have?
I have 2 cheeses, sir.
You have 2 cheeses. Okay, so you have 2 cheeses. You have 3 bread, and you over there have 2 chicken. Was it, Mr. Earth?
2 chicken.
2 chickens.
Oh yeah, so I was just watching his ping spiked 800.
It's like, it's like,
Yeah, it's not his brain lagging; it's just his internet. Fine.
no, it's his internet being like, it's like he's onto us. All right. Are you sure that you've got 2 cheeses there, Mr. Vija?
Yes, I am absolutely 100% certain it is 2 cheeses, sir. Please feel free to inspect.
Sorry, 2 chickens, yes.
Wow, that was a
Go
delay.
on, inspect the cheese.
Should I feel incentivized to look to that back, considering how much of a lie he's managed to be with a?
He's lied once. It caught him in the.
His life was he got caught with it, and then he double bluffed and got people.
Would you like to see my cheese, sir?
Would you? I don't know about that.
Where do you store your cheese, sir?
You don't want to know.
Where you supposed to store cheese? In the cold room.
You know, you and your cheese can go buy, sir.
Would you like to inspect my cheese then?
I want you to go buy your cheese and get the fuck out of my sight.
Okay.
So you don't want to see my cheese?
No, I don't. Get
Take
out of
your
here.
cheese and fuck off, good sir.
All
Get
right.
the fuck out of my sight.
So I reveal
You reveal the cheeses that he
1 cheese.
ate, and there's another card in there.
I reveal
Second.
2 cheeses.
It is 2 cheese. Thing is, the next game he could take on a very different strategy.
He could.
Oh yeah.
He's slowly gaining on my cheese. Wait, how dare he? Mr. F, you said you had 2 chicken, was it?
Yes, 2 chicken.
2 chicken. How sure are you they chicken?
I mean, as sure as chicken is cheese?
I shall let you pass.
Ooh.
You fool. You fool.
Is it double contraband?
Nah, it's double chicken.
No, it's a double chicken.
And you, sir, you said you had 3 bread.
I do.
You do indeed. I did see
It's
you
3.
get rid of some contraband bread.
Did you?
Or I believe you did earlier.
No, he got rid of pepper, a crossbow, and mead.
There's
still got that
so
pumpkin.
much contraband being tossed out. I think
Yeah.
it counts.
Nah, that pumpernickel, I still got it. Or do I?
He hasn't discarded it yet.
Yeah, massive.
But he does have a card down.
Yes,
was
but he put that
before.
down
That
beforehand.
could be the punk.
Yeah. No, he
Alright.
hasn't played one since the pumpernickel.
The pumpernickel is somewhere within my grid. For where?
I think I can afford to. I don't know.
It'll cost you 6 to inspect.
I've got 6, but I've not really lost much at the moment. So, in this one instance, I think I shall sneak a peek into the bag.
You're gonna rummage around in my sack. Go for it.
Card number 1, plain old bread. I owe you 2 gold. Card number 2, plain old bread. I owe you 4. Card number 3, I owe you 6 gold.
Yes, it's the bread. I have a dozen bread.
Is the bread game.
It's the bread.
He is the baker.
One more and he'll have a baker's dozen.
The problem is he can't put just one into a sack unless he puts contraband in
Unless
there.
I could put one in with
Something
cheese.
else. I wouldn't put it past him.
And that is the end of that set.
Raw.
Have you got all the bread again?
He's got contraband bread, sir.
Well, we know he has contraband bread. It's
He's
just
got
what we can
more
do.
of it, I bet you he has. And he's going to be playing mind games with us about it.
Sheriff Vija.
I will start with the bread man.
The bread man. The bread man will give away some cheese and a crossbow and some apples.
Delicious, delicious crossbow.
He will draw 3. Damn.
No more bread.
No more bread.
Oh, that's a shame.
I mean, I've still got a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Sheriff Vija. Who's next?
So the next, I say, will be the chicken man.
Ah, yes. The man who would be chicken. Cool. Let's get rid of some silk. Let's get rid of some pepper. And let's get rid of some apples to pick up some apples.
Pick up some apples.
But also some cheese. And then I'm going to draw my last one blind.
Hey.
Can I now trade, good sheriff?
Yes.
Excellent. I shall get rid of 1 bread.
No, bread.
2 bread.
Bread.
And some pepper.
Yes, bury that bread.
No.
I shall draw 1 apple from the discard pile, and I shall draw 2 random. Whoa.
Oh, dear.
Ooh,
Big.
play.
Perhaps.
They stack.
3 stacks. For some reason, I don't know why.
If you kind of like stack them when you put them in, it only counts as one object.
Okay, fine. But
It's weird.
That is 4 pieces in there.
Okay. So, Nibal, declare.
I, sir, have 4 bushels of apples.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Breadman, show your declaration.
It's 2, not bread. I did not get enough bread, so I put in 2 cheeses instead. I'm playing the long game and hoping for a big stack next time round.
More
Okay.
bread.
More bread. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig through that contraband pile to get to the bread.
At this point, you might want
Okay.
to diversify, sir.
No,
No one
it's
else-
only bread.
No one
Only
else.
bread.
No one else is going to beat you in the red game, sir.
But I'm also not going to beat anyone in any. I don't.
I
So-
mean,
So I'm going to be the best baker. But you know, some cheese on bread, cheese on toast.
Yeah.
I see the
well,
appeal.
Yeah.
So 2 cheeses, you say.
A couple of cheese.
And Mr. Chicken Man.
No more chickens left. I have gone for 4 cheese.
Oof.
4 cheese. That's quite bold. Very pungent.
Yeah, well, that's why I drew the cheese and the apple. I really wanted to get as much cheese as I could.
You want some ploughman's?
And then I was lucky with my last one.
All right. Nabal, you may go.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, well, why not?
Well, they're all stacked into that 4 pack. So
What?
2, 3, almost.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're all real.
Yeah, he's got apples for days.
I have apples for days.
Yeah.
Stay out of my apple game there, Mr. Earth.
Mr. Breadman, I wish to inspect your cards.
You wish to inspect my cards? Go for it. Oof.
Oh.
How dare you say? You try and get in my game.
Oof.
You try and get in my game, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, how
So
dare
that
you.
is 8 you owe.
Yeah, that's 5, 7, 8.
Let's bury that bread.
Yeah, I didn't have. There was no bread to give. Well, not much bread to give.
You foolish, sir.
Right. And Mr. Chicken Man, you may go.
Thank you very much, sir.
What should be all roosters?
No, they're not all roosters.
He does have to check.
Yeah. 1 cheese.
Oh, he lied about it being chickens.
Ooh.
Well, you never said these were chicken.
2 cheese. Yeah, I said they were cheese. 1 contraband.
And a cheese.
And 3 cheeses.
And there you go. You are the sheriff to finish the game.
Oh, yes. This is the last. Why am I drawing then? Oh, well.
Well, you might as
Just,
well.
just
And annoyingly, I got what I wanted in the last hand. Oh, well.
Chicken?
More chickens.
More chicken.
I think
I
I've got
love
chickens.
chickens, Eddie.
So, yes. Final round For this game, anyway. For
Yes.
game 1. Right, you horrible lot. Right, who am I doing this time? Nibal, you get to go first.
Excellent. Bread, chicken,
Bury
Okay.
that bread.
cheese,
Bread, chicken, cheese.
Ah.
and free from the pile.
ShadowFox,
Oh.
see how much you want that bread.
How much do I want that bread? You know what? We are diversifying. Rooster go bye-bye. Apple go bye-bye. Apple go bye-bye. And 2 bread will also go bye-bye. I had a full green hand.
Are you going for chaos, sir? Are you going for 5?
I'm going for cheese. And I will draw more cheese. Is that all of it?
Vija.
Right. I will reject some bread.
No one wants the
Reject
bread
some
anymore.
bread.
No, well, no one
Get
can
rid of this
win the bread.
rooster. Apples.
I mean,
Pepper.
at this point, Mr. Vija's guaranteed for second
Draw.
place of bread.
Mm.
Draw a chicken. And then a blind draw 4 more.
Going after me chickens. Right, get your bags sorted. Everyone done?
Cursed pile's done it again. There's 5 pieces in there.
Or 5 pieces of what, Nibal?
Apples.
All right then.
Apples.
Anybody want to contest that? ShadowFox, what you got?
It's only 2 cheese.
2 cheese.
I couldn't quite get a big old hand as much as I'd liked.
Vija, what you got?
I got 2 chickens.
2 chickens, eh?
I didn't do well on my draws.
Mm.
And if I went for something bigger at this stage, it's like you'd call me out on it.
I'm going to call you out anyway. No,
No.
you
You
don't.
don't.
You can go, Vija.
All right.
Show me your 2 chickens.
There indeed be a chicken and a second chicken.
So
Yeah.
I would say he was clean the whole way through, but he did try and sneak something.
Yeah,
He
the
did.
one time I tried to sneak something through, but that last round, that's the one you're going to cheat on the most, and it's like, yeah, no, I'll get called out.
Yeah.
If I try and push
Exactly. Nabal.
Yes, sir.
5 apples, eh?
Yes, so 5 apples. I wouldn't do you dirty. You've been done dirty several times already, sir.
I don't believe you at all. What's
mean-
he worth to you?
I see that if I'm down rotten luck. I could maybe, I don't know.
this. He's thinking a lot. He's stumbling.
That means there's something in there he doesn't want you to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
How much you offering?
I'm just thinking because you've not had a great last round.
He's trying
Yeah,
to think on his feet. He's not doing a good job of
I'm
it.
trying to do my accent. You fool.
You're not doing it very well, which is raising more suspicions.
Some of us are better at it than others.
How much you offering?
I can give you 5 just to make
There's
your burdens
no
easier.
way.
That's an insult.
An insult.
I'd rather open your bag than take your 5.
Inspect.
I can make it 10 for you then.
Inspect.
Only 10? Come on, you can do better than that.
Oh wow! Inspect.
We're
Inspect.
getting there.
Inspect.
10 pieces, and it offsets what Mr. Vija did to you earlier.
Hang on.
Offsets, but how much? I mean, there could be a lot of contraband. 5 of them.
Yeah.
Anybody
that,
want
that
to
could
make
be
a
all.
counter offer to that?
What to not?
No.
2.
No,
Yes.
he's offering me 10 to not look in. Do you guys want to offer me more to look in it? And I'll let you two cooperate if you want. Split the difference.
I mean, I'll match the offer. 5 from me, 5 from you.
Yeah. Match. We'll match.
Okay. Nabal, you got an offer to beat that.
11.
Okay,
I know the options.
Okay. Hold on. I'll throw in an extra. I know I've not won this.
I mean, considering how much you stiffed some people out of their gold already.
Nabal, you got to up your game.
the moment you offer a bribe, the guarantee of contraband is there.
Yeah.
You know,
You're going to have to meet me at a minimum of 15.
15.
15.
And now he's figuring out it's
And
worth it.
These guys have to not counter offer you.
How much do I want
Is
to
it
try and
worth-
shove Mr. Vija into betting higher than me? Ooh.
Well, it's not just me.
Well, it's
No.
it's you that's footing the bill, mostly.
Well, by 1.
I won.
The
Any advance?
3 coin on there. I got.
14,
Oh.
50.
There you go. It's match.
They've matched your offer, Nabal. You can have to offer more.
Oh man.
I feel like it's
Earth
just.
is
I
pushing.
honestly feel like it's just worth looking in it
I
because
mean,
the amount that he's willing to offer.
Yeah. At this stage.
you can take that money. I mean, it's done you well on ripping off Mr. Vija there.
Okay. I'll be taking your guys' money in order to inspect.
Nibel, if
get
this is a straight one, I will laugh.
This will be the I don't.
Here's the thing.
This is going to be an interesting one if it is straight. Let's be fair.
Okay, well, let's see.
Yeah.
What have we got here? We have.
You flip them over, ShadowFox, because I've not got a keyboard still.
Okay, there's one apple.
That's right.
There's
Oh.
some
Only, only paying free at the moment.
green apples.
Mhm.
Regular apples.
apples.
So only one.
Ah.
So
were
only
willing
one was
to off-
wrong, but I
you were
still
willing
get an extra 3 coins.
You get
You're
extra
willing
coins.
to put a lot of gold to get all
Yeah,
that
you
through.
milked us out of that.
2,
It's a
3.
very crafty play.
It
I'm not
was.
sure
Yeah.
how much it helps you,
Put
but
it this way: you get some of your gold back, and Mr. Vijay and John over there lose.
Are deprived.
they do
That
lose
was
a bit.
good play.
Right, Mr. ShadowFox, what did you say you had? I forgot.
Oh, 2 something.
2 cheeses.
Cheeses, that was it.
How much you willing to give me to not inspect your bag?
2 fingers.
All right, go on ahead.
They were cheeses, don't worry.
All right, and that is the end of the game. So we need to start totting up our totals.
Yeah.
By the way, what was everyone's contraband? Mine was more cheese.
More
Rice and
More cheese.
More cheese, pepper and cheese. I had some mead on mine.
that counts as 2, so that's a 7 there.
Mine is 8.
Well, the good news is I outdo Mr. Vijay.
Yeah.
So hang on.
Hey, I run a legitimate operation.
Yeah, so we now need to... We're going to do some quick calculations. This might get cut out. We'll see. We'll be with you in a few short moments.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
closer than I thought, at least in the bottom area.
Well, we'll go from the bottom upwards. In last place, sadly, doing pretty well, just losing out on one contraband, really, was Vija at 110. Which isn't a bad score. It was still over 100.
Oh, yeah.
It is over.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
In fact, all of our scores, if that's the lowest score, all our scores are over 100. In second place, ShadowFox, the bread meister, the baker, with 118. In second place, the apple meister, I believe.
Apple and a little bit of cheese.
Second place in cheese at 123 is in the bowl.
A cheesy side hustle.
And it would have been the other way around between me and John if I hadn't have made him cough up some coin.
Yes.
This is true. This is true. However, I had a slightly bigger lead with leader in chickens, leader in cheese, and second in apples. I didn't get any bread at all.
No.
With 148 Earth wins.
Yeah.
I think that's about time while we reset up for another break. So who would like to go next? Shall we go with the gentleman who might be sharing a lot of things?
Sure, we could start over here. I'll go through a couple of the smaller little bits first, because that's easier. I've gone back to Cyberpunk, actually, because I saw some videos of some mods of, they do like the mods you should play with in Cyberpunk. And I thought the game's been out long enough now that it's no longer the entirely buggy mess that it once was. And I will say, even though I only played it a couple of times initially, it's quite interesting to see the amount of variety there is to play around the game and what there is to see. The first game, I've just bumped into things that I missed entirely on other playthroughs, just because I took a left turn here instead of going towards the marker. And it was like, oh, this dude is still a hostage. I guess I can set him free, because I know in my second run through, I met him again later on. But this time, so the first time I never met him again. I never met him in the second place. Second time I met him in the second place, but I didn't free him. This time I'll probably end up meeting him after having freed him, so he'll owe me a favor. It's like, oh, it's not quite a sprawling story like I'm trying to think what games have really finicky things like New Vegas with lots of interaction. But it's still there. It's quite nice. Valorant, they're currently trying out a new tournament mode. So we've qualified for that, actually. We've won all four of our games. So we're waiting to see who we're going to be put up against in the tournament at the end of the month. Hopefully it's dealt me cards. I still had old stuff, I just realised.
Yeah, I just done that as well.
Yeah, we'll put our cards back. So we're going to see how that works. We were actually the 8th team to qualify. So that was quite convenient. We sped through.
Nice work.
Yeah. But in terms of actual things, mainly it's been a lot of watching. And the first thing I will talk about will be Trigun, which I mentioned briefly last time we were there. Last time we were all together. They released a new anime series, which has been quite fun to watch. It's been made by Studio Orange, which some of the people here might recognize either from Land of Luscious or Beastars.
Ah, yes, that.
Beastars. So it has that sort of 3D model effect with the slightly lowered frame rate. So this is like a reboot, effectively. The original manga was run between 97 to 2010, and it wasn't that popular apparently over in Japan. And judging by the fact that it didn't quite reach the well-knownness of Dragon Ball or Naruto, did anyone ever see that on TV at any point?
Trigun.
I did watch the original anime way back.
Yeah. But yes, so that they and after having watched the new show, I went back and watched the original, and I've read all the manga now, so I can have a better understanding of what they're doing with the show. And they're taking it in a much more interesting direction, because obviously, if you're a fan, a lot of the twists and turns and the mystery is already gone. So rather than that being the driving force, they're playing more into the two brothers, Vash and Knives, and their relationship in a way. Knives being the human-hating plant boy who wishes for a total genocide, but doesn't quite do so well. And so humans are still living in a space western, which is seems to be a common theme at the moment of things that are enjoyed online. Hint, hint, Mandalorian. But while the last one was a lot more Western and less spacey, this one is a lot more spacey. Characters have been moved, shuffled around a lot. So things, because it's more of like a prequel in a way, where the old manga and anime sort of started is where this has ended. So I am super excited to see what they do with the rest of it. We're all hoping for a lot of like design changes for characters and to see characters who aren't in the show yet, but who were in the original to come. Because like a lot of the characters got a new backstory or something. So you get to learn why Millie has Derringer in this show and why Millie isn't in it because she doesn't exist yet. So we're praying for good things. They've got the original guys work, at least some of the original guys working. I think Night Owl, the writer, he has some influence, and they said that they're not going off the anime; they're going more off the manga. So that'll be that. And then speaking of space, we're going to go into the proper meat of it. We're going to talk Star Trek. Woo, woo.
Wait, I thought Vijay was the Star Trek guy.
Star Trek Vijay. I mean, considering his name, yes. Yeah.
No, I knew this was coming. We may have discussed this earlier in the week.
what we'll say is usually these shows are completely unscripted. We at least had a little bit of an outline because we knew there's going to be some overlap. So we decided to
like rock paper scissors, all decide who does what.
Yes.
We decided to deconflict this evening.
We decided to give Nibal the task of not trying to fit like 2 hours conversation into an hour show.
It's fine. It'll work. If not, Rexy can suffer.
Yeah, I mean, people have heard me ramble enough about Star Trek over the last year.
Yeah, but that might be the people the only thing people tune in for.
Maybe. I question those people's sanities. Apologies to anyone that does actually listen to me ramble about Star Trek. I don't want to alienate our listeners, but
hey, I think we said there's pretty much going to be a Star Trek hour at some point during every podcast because there's always something, whether it's Lower Decks. Discovery, or is that still going? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Discovery's got another season, but it's been pushed till next year. We're currently in a 2-month break.
Right. But the one thing that ended recently was Picard.
Yes.
And I think we can agree that season 3, at least if we just take season 3 by itself, that was the best season from start to finish with the most coherent storyline without any magical MacGuffins or weird endings.
Now, are you speaking just of Picard, or
just a Picard? This is Picard in the bubble, and each season in a bubble.
Yeah,
because when you start popping the bubbles and letting them join together, it starts to get a little bit more complicated, shall we say? Certain lines such as, "But we haven't had any contact with the board for a decade, haven't we?"
Well, there is that, but there's another throwaway line where it's like, "Oh, well, not the proper Borg."
Not the proper Borg, I guess. No. Though
spoilers, there's Borg.
Spoilers, there's always Borg.
Yes.
There is always Borg. Like that was the one connecting thread through all the season was that there was Borg. There are Borg. Yeah, I mean, like taking season 3 with just understanding the knowledge of the rest of the seasons stands out as the best. But when you then start trying to go, well, what happened with these things in season 1 and season 2 that are no longer like, okay, so the Borg at the end of season 2 spoilers, obviously. And we'll go ahead and say season 3 spoilers because by this point it'll have been a month.
By this stage, if you have not watched Picard at this stage, well, prepare to have spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert, the whole thing leads up to be, hey, the Borg are coming back in a new way, and okay, that terrifying, I guess. It was actually a interesting way of doing it because it wasn't just the Borg.
No,
it was a Borg tag team with the Changelings.
Okay, that does sound slightly terrifying.
It actually, honestly, of anything, that is a terrifying combo.
Which, when you think about it, the Borg have allied with non-assimilated species before when it suited them.
I've been watching Voyager. They straight up teamed up with Janeway for a period of time.
Exactly. So there's precedence for it, for anyone that wants to nitpick. And
the Borg would not be able to assimilate the change.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can't assimilate changelings. Yeah.
So taking out a common enemy is It's logical, as the Vulcans would say. But it still leaves like characters such as I would say the new Borg Queen who was watching some kind of portal at the end of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's going on with that? We don't know. The planet of the synths, are they still from the end of season 1? Are they still doing anything? I don't know.
I'm assuming they're still knocking around.
Yeah.
And you do see a bit of them in season 2, but I assume it's just a case of they're still around, existing, vibing.
Yeah. But it does still sometimes feel like the writers just went onto Wikipedia and looked at like the 2-line brief plot overviews to put the rest of the plot together at times.
To be fair, they had a lot to pack into this season, and they did it very well.
Oh, it's kind of like a thing where if you can if you take the more you cut it up, the more sense it makes. If you take Picard at itself and ignore some of the things that don't line up with mainline Trek, again, it's not too bad. Still some rough edges, certain. And of course, the big final twist is that Q isn't dead. Well, he is dead, but he's not dead because
they're timey-wimey.
He's an omnipotent being who exists throughout all of time and history, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned to Vijay the other day, it kind of ruins the heartfelt moment at the end of season 2 where it's like, he's dead, he's gone. And it's like, but we could bring him back anyway.
Yeah, no, when you think of it or in the terms of, well, that is his death. Season 2, Q dies. It's just, he's a multi-dimensional being, so yes, he dies at that point, but because of time travel-y stuff, he's still alive. In our terms, he just chose to travel to that point to pass away.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense. We've seen Qs go to the Big Bang, so we know that they have apps to go wherever they want.
Yeah,
but it means whenever you see that scene, if you rewatch season 2 now, you go, well, yeah, it deflates the moment a little bit.
It does. It does a bit, yeah.
It does. And as I was saying, watching through Vija, Q has a son. Like they brought him back because they wanted to kind of go, hey, do you remember the beginning of The Next Generation where Q came and said, you're on trial? And now it's like, hey, he's now Picard's son. You're still on trial. Still watching you. He has a son. I know. And played by Delancey's actual son episode, if I remember rightly, which I had
certain on that, but
I think it was, at least from what I could read. And apparently his son is doing something with the Defense Department for the US. So I don't know. But you thought for one scene, maybe they could have brought him back for 5-10 minutes.
Yes, you're right. John Keegan Delancey plays Q Jr. and is John Delancey's son.
Yeah, it would have been nice because it would have played into the generational theme of everything.
Yeah,
it's like, because I very much doubt we're going to get any. I think there was talk of some more war stuff or something.
Was there?
I don't know. Apparently, at one point, I swore I read something about that.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of talk about Star Trek Legacy following the Titan A, or spoilers, the Enterprise G now, which I felt that was unnecessary. I would have much preferred it to stay the Titan A.
Yeah, I don't. These franchises, they never die anymore.
No, they continue. They morph. They change.
So I've lost track of what happens when in the Star Wars universe at this point.
Yeah, I will admit when I watch some Star Wars, I have to take 5 minutes to remember which period of time does this take place in, so then I can contextualize around the events that I do know.
Yeah, like is this before or after which big war happened?
Yeah, and then it's like, well, why is he acting that way? And it's like, oh, that's because this hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Or, oh, that has happened. I had it in the wrong time point. And it's like, with Star Wars, in order to enjoy a show properly, you've got to understand at which point within the larger story it is taking place. Yeah. You've got to have a knowledge of like 9 movies.
Yeah, I mean,
and several spin-off shows potentially to understand where the latest stuff is coming from.
Like Star Trek tended to avoid that by pretty much having a distinct, like, so here's the original series stuff that happens. And then you kind of got Enterprise stuff that happened like way before then. You've got Next Generation, which contains, Voyager, Deep Space, and all that stuff.
Yeah, but it was all fairly self-contained, small stories, and yes, you've got bigger stories, but
they were often separated by something. But now it's reaching a point where they're starting to stretch out these individual times into longer time.
I will admit, Picard kind of falls into the same trap as the Star Wars stuff now. In order to truly appreciate it, you need to have watched The Next Generation, Voyager, and to a lesser extent, Deep Space Nine. But it does really make for a good show.
Yeah.
Or at least that third season does. It's a show it was a love letter to that era of Trek.
Yeah. Third season, absolutely. And the fact that they did manage to get everyone of note back, and a whole bunch of people who you weren't necessarily expecting.
Yes. Although they didn't get everyone.
No, they didn't. It would have been nice to have seen. But I know that they were mentioning like certain people they were trying to get back, but just conflicts, timing, money. They didn't have an infinite budget.
Such is life. But yes. I think we can both recommend Picard is a good show to watch, especially if you're a Star Trek fan.
But just don't hold it too much to Star Trek standards at times.
I'm going to ask a genuine question here.
Yep.
Is it a good introduction for someone who has never watched Star Trek stuff before, which isn't quite me because I have watched a few bits of Star Trek. I don't remember any of it. I'm sorry, Vija.
No, that's fine.
Probably the best one I'm suited for. I've never watched Star Trek.
I'd honestly say it's probably not, because it's perhaps Picard season 1 and 2 with a bit of contextualization about what's come before, but season 3 is very much playing into hey, remember these characters?
I was meaning Picard as a whole, to be fair, but
it's not. It provided you have an understanding of Star Trek and the main characters, you can probably just about get away with it.
Yeah, but a
lot of nuance is going to be lost on you.
Yeah.
If someone was coming into Star Trek fresh now, that's a difficult one where to start, because I think this is the problem. Is like, the first thought is, go straight with the original series, but that's rather campy at this stage.
I got through a season of the original series, and that was kind of enough to get the basics and understand. I feel like I don't know, like I'm trying to think like how much of like TNG and Deep Space and Voyager do you have to watch, because like 7 of 9 is such a huge part, and watching her growth in Voyager, like, because I didn't watch Voyager before this, but I knew of 7 of 9, but watching the growth from her now is like, okay, yeah, I can see getting to this point.
I say maybe it's a question we think of for another episode.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah. We will. I think we'll leave it there for me at least.
somehow. Maybe we're already there and too close to tell. In another life we might be playing it safe, but not here with her. Now we're playing with fate. Don't be fooled or mistaken by my angel face. I'm just a hothead looking for a reason to break. I'm the wizard of death. Look, I'm visit you next. Just put my name on the next to your very last breath. I'm caught inside the fire again. I'm caught inside the fire I'm the wizard of death. I'll come visit you next. Whisper my name